My name's Kent Peters. I'm the bursar at Guildford Grammar School here in Guildford, Perth, Western Australia. Guildford Grammar School was established in 1896, so it's one of the schools in Perth with a long history. It's one of the founding members of the Public Schools Association, which is the group of the 7 premier boys' schools in Perth. Guildford's had significant growth in its ICT environment over the last 8 years. 8 years ago we had 220 computers at the school. We'll commence 2012 with a little over 1,000. Now at a population of 1,230, we're very close to being one-to-one from K through 12, let alone just in the senior school. Now the provision of those computers are critical. We have a mix of both desktops, a number of computer labs that have been set up around the school, which are bookable spaces that the academic staff can use, as well as a significant number of laptops in a trolley environment that can be taken from class to class. Certainly the challenges and the demands that exist for providing the technology is a very real issue, particularly for me as bursar, to make sure that we have not only the computers available, we have the network platform that's necessary for that to run as much as possible incident-free. And when there are incidents, that we can get things restored and back on track as quickly as possible. We have spent in recent years a significant amount of money on making sure that the campus has wireless access points. So there virtually is nowhere on the campus now where you're not able to access the school network. The demands of the internet traffic, it's critical to have an open pipe to be able to cope with the volume and the demand that the students have, as well as the staff on access to the internet. Their classrooms are technology rich. Every class has a smart board, and many of the classrooms in the senior school either have smart boards or e-beam technology. So the focus is on providing the necessary ICT infrastructure to enable the teachers to be able to deliver the curriculum in a way which is both technology relevant and friendly to the students. I think one of the major challenges that faces bursars such as myself and schools like Guildford Grammar School is the provision of the ICT platform itself, making sure we've got the network capability, we've got the stability we need to be able to give the educational component of the school the necessary platform they need from which to deliver the ICT resources throughout the school. One of the challenges that we face is to be able to do that not only in a cost-effective way, but also in a very proactive way. Now our solution to that here at Guildford Grammar School is that we look to outsource that function. I think challenges schools face in trying to have their own ICT departments are significant. I've had previous experience in prior schools where we have had ICT staff, and the challenges faced there is often that within the ICT department you might get a couple of strong players who begin to kingdom build, who begin to look for the newest and the brightest and the greatest that they think might be actually beneficial to the school without really meshing that into the strategic direction that the school is trying to take. The other challenge that you face too is that those staff often come and go. You can have an absolute superstar, you could have a rising star. Problem is that they'll get an offer from somebody else, and that offer may be too good to turn down, simply because the money that is available in the ICT arena can be significantly more than most school budgets can actually cope with. So outsourcing for me provides that solution. Not only do I have a provider that gives me the stability and the platform that I need, works proactively with us as far as setting our ICT strategic planning, has worked through us in disaster recovery planning, and gives us that technical know-how and backup at a much higher level than I would otherwise be able to afford as a school in my own right. The other bonus I have is that if one of the staff members happens to be taken into another role, then simply it's Anittel's challenge to restaff my school site. I have 3 staff from Anittel based here at the school on a day-to-day basis. They're very much a part of the Guildford Grammar team. They're on the Anittel payroll, but they actually consider themselves to be Guildford Grammar School staff. They are as committed to the school as any of the staff that I have on my own payroll. Yes, we pay a competitive price for the service, but I certainly see that as being value for money.